Hello guys, this is Fire Ninja and welcome to a video that will blow your mind away. But first, let me get my calculator out of my pocket. I'm not talking about my phone, I'm talking about literally a calculator out of my pocket. Because obviously I carry one around with me all the time. Because you never know when you might need to work out the angle of a triangle using trigonometry.
Fire! Ninja.
Calculator check, pen and paper check, so let's get on with the video. And you probably read the title, that's why you clicked on this video, but let me just go over what I will be doing in this video. So pretty much I will be explaining to you guys a theory that I came up with to work out Beerus's lifespan. To work Beerus's lifespan now, I will be using a lot of complicated math, so just make sure you keep up with the video because it could get confusing somewhere around the middle. But first of all, let's just get started with Beerus's sleep time. So we all know before Beerus wake up at the start of Dragon Ball Super or in the movie Battle of Gods, he was supposed to sleep for 50 years, but he woke up after 35 years just so then he could fight the Super Saiyan God because he saw that in a dream. But if Beerus did not wake up, then he would have slept for 50 years. So let's just assume that Beerus's average lifespan is average sleep time is 50 years. Now for the average human sleep time, well, it's different for 3 different age groups. For school age people it's 9 till 11 hours. For teenagers it's 8 to 10 hours. For adults it's 7 to 9 hours. For this video I will be using 9 hours because 9 hours is the only number that is included in all 3 of the age groups. So just to make the video less confusing, we will be using 9 hours as the average human sleep time. Now for the average human lifespan, so I searched this on Google. Obviously the average human lifespan is 79 years, and if we convert that into hours it becomes 692,514 hours. So that's the average human lifespan in hours. Now I know you guys are probably wondering, 79 years does not add up to that number. Well, that's probably because when you were working out the number of hours, you probably multiplied it by 365 days. Well, let me correct you there, because a year does not have 365 days. A year actually has 365.25 days. That's the reason why after every 4 years there's a leap year, because it has 0.25 days, 365.25 days, and after 4 years the 0.25 become 1 day. And that's why the number of hours is a little bit the number of hours is a little bit higher than what you probably worked out, because I used 365.25 days just to be more accurate while working this out. So now let's convert Beerus's sleep time into hours as well. So Beerus sleeps for 50 years, as I mentioned at the start of the video. So that in hours is 438,300 hours. And now if you chuck in the numbers in this grid that I made, then there's actually 2 ways that you can work out Beerus's lifespan. So the first way is that you can just do 438,300 times by 692,514 divided by 9. And that would give you the answer. Or the other way is obviously 692,514 times by 438,300 divided by 9. They would both give you the same answer, so this is the answer that if you put this into a calculator, the answer that you will get will be in a standard form, and that standard form answer is 3.37254,318 times by 10 to the power of 10. But if you were to convert this into normal numbers, it will be 30. Wait, what would it be again? Let me just work this out. So it'll be 33,725,431,800 hours. Now remember, this isn't hours, but we need to convert this into years now. So if we convert this number into years now, it becomes 3,847,300 years, which is almost 4 million years. Now this theory only has one plot hole that some of you might have already clicked onto this, but most of you probably haven't, because this plot hole comes from back in Dragon Ball Z Blue Arc. When Elder Kai was first introduced, it was said that Beerus sealed him away 75 million years ago. which does mean that Beerus has to be alive 75 million years ago. But if you use my theory, then Beerus's lifespan is only 4 million years, so he couldn't be alive 4 million years ago. So that's the only thing that contradicts my theory. But we do know Akira Toriyama, he does have a lot of plot holes in his series. Obviously that's with every anime has plot holes. But like, so Akira Toriyama does that quite a few times as well, where he just disregards what he says previously. So I guess if he wanted to, he could still use this theory to work out Beerus's lifespan. But I don't think they're planning to work out Beerus's lifespan anytime soon, because they're not planning on killing him anytime soon. Or that's what I'd like to think. But we do know, it was confirmed that Beerus hasn't been around all the time. Because when Vegeta was do you remember the filler episode when Vegeta was taking Whis around, feeding him different food, just so then Whis would accept him as a student? Whis did offer Vegeta to be the next God of Destruction, which does mean that Whis chose Beerus as the last God of Destruction as well. So it does mean that Beerus hasn't been around all the time. Since this theory was created entirely by me and had no inspiration from this, it was created entirely by my own mind, so I shall take on the responsibility of naming this theory, and I shall name this God Lifespan Theory 106. God obviously being abbreviation of God of Destruction Lifespan Theory, and then 106 is obviously because Fire Ninja 106, I want my name in it because I made this theory. I want the credit. So yes, so this theory shall now be called God Lifespan Theory 106. If you guys enjoyed watching this video and you like my theory, but even though it has one contradiction, but if you still like this theory, then please do drop a like and comment below if you could think any more contradiction to this theory, because that's the only one I could think of. But if you can think any more things that contradict this theory, then I would be really surprised. So do comment below if you can think of any more, and yeah, drop a like and Kamehameha, the red subscribe button. Peace out.